Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. The bold and the beautiful spoilers note that a familiar face is returning to the land of fashion. According to Soap Opera Digest, Matthew Atkinson is slated for a comeback, reprising his infamous Thomas Forrester character. Details below. As per the SOD report, Ridge Forrester's and Taylor Hayes' son will be seen back in Los Angeles sometime in early September. Atkinson left the CBS soap in March 2024 and headed to Paris after Hope Logan rejected Thomas's proposal of marriage. He ended their romance and took his son, Douglas Forrester, with him. Thomas returned later that year in June to reveal that he was engaged to Paris Buckingham, and the two departed the canvas together, returning to France later in July 2024. Atkinson hopped on Instagram this past Monday, August 11th, teasing a return to the B&B when he posted a video where he was playing cornhole outside of what seemed to be the soap's new filming location, the Sunset Las Palmas Studios. The actor's caption read, "Second time's a charm." With that said, so much has changed in LA since he's left, so it'll be interesting to see how Thomas gets involved in the mix. His parents' reunion seems to be falling apart since Ridge has had an epiphany surrounding his feelings for Brooke Logan. Not to mention his soon-to-be mother-in-law, Grace Buckingham, got busted for faking Liam Spencer's brain tumor. Then there's also the fact that Hope recently got engaged to Carter Walton, so there's plenty of drama on the horizon with Thomas's return. As of this writing, no word on whether Diamond White will be reprising the role of Paris Buckingham too. The fashion world of the bold and the beautiful is about to experience a seismic shake-up. After months of whispers, cryptic social media posts, and fans endlessly speculating about his whereabouts, Matthew Atkinson is returning to the iconic soap, stepping back into the designer shoes of Thomas Forrester. And this isn't just a casual drop-in. It's a return that promises fireworks, emotional reckonings, and some long-overdue truth bombs. When Thomas left Los Angeles earlier this year, it was wrapped in layers of mystery. Officially, he was said to be pursuing fashion opportunities overseas. Unofficially, the rumor mill had him everything from running from a broken heart to secretly collaborating with an international rival of Forrester Creations. For Hope Logan, it was a bittersweet goodbye. The man who had loved her in ways no one else ever had, and, at times, in ways she wasn't ready for, was suddenly gone, leaving a quiet void in her life. His departure also left Ridge, Steffi, and even Brooke unsettled. Despite Thomas's history of questionable decisions, his raw talent and determination were unmatched. Without his designs, Forrester Creations felt just a little less bold and a lot less beautiful. The day Thomas returns is anything but ordinary. The Forrester offices are buzzing with a last-minute fashion preview for elite buyers. Hope is overseeing the final fittings, stressed but radiant, when a familiar figure strolls in wearing a perfectly tailored charcoal suit and that unmistakable half-smirk. "Miss me?" Thomas's voice is smooth but carries an edge, as if he's not sure whether he's welcome or about to be tossed out on the curb. Hope freezes, her hand still clutching a sketch pad. Ridge, who happens to be nearby, spins around with a mix of shock and relief on his face. Steffi bursts in from the hallway seconds later, nearly knocking over an intern, her eyes widening like she's seeing a ghost. "Thomas, oh my God, you're back," Steffi breathes. But this isn't just the same Thomas who left months ago. He carries himself differently, calmer, more confident, but with a glimmer in his eyes that suggests he's holding onto some massive secret. Thomas claims his time away was transformative. He insists he's been working with top European fashion houses, learning not just about design, but about leadership, patience, and forgiveness. He tells Ridge and Steffi that he's ready to come home, not just to Forrester Creations, but to the family. But if the bold and the beautiful has taught us anything, it's that no one ever comes back without baggage. And Thomas's return luggage is stuffed with more than just sketches and fabric swatches. In a private moment with Hope, Thomas admits he never stopped thinking about her. "Distance didn't weaken it," he says quietly. "It made it stronger." Hope, caught off guard, reminds him she's moved forward with her life. But her voice shakes ever so slightly, betraying that his return has unsettled her more than she wants to admit. Not everyone is ready to roll out the red carpet. Brooke, fiercely protective of her daughter, warns Ridge that Thomas might still have that obsessive streak. She points out that the last time Thomas was around, it nearly tore Hope's life apart. Then there's Zend, who has been enjoying more spotlight in the design department since Thomas's absence. Thomas's immediate reappointment as lead designer on Hope for the future creates tension, a tension that boils over in a heated confrontation where Zend accuses Thomas of waltzing back in like you own the place. Steffi, ever the peacekeeper when it comes to family, insists everyone give Thomas a chance. But even she can't shake the feeling that something about his return isn't entirely above board. The biggest twist comes late one night when Thomas is alone in the design office. He pulls out a small leather-bound portfolio from his bag. Inside are sketches, not just of clothes, but of a mysterious woman. She's beautiful, with striking features and an enigmatic smile. When Paris catches him staring at one of the drawings, Thomas quickly closes the book. But the damage is done. Paris's curiosity is piqued. Who is this woman? And why does Thomas look haunted every time her name, Isla, is mentioned under his breath? It turns out Thomas's time overseas wasn't entirely about fashion. He got involved in a high-stakes design competition in Paris that ended in scandal, betrayal, and a romance that left deep scars. Isla, a fellow designer, disappeared without explanation, and Thomas has been searching for her ever since. Her sudden disappearance may have ties to a rival fashion empire that wants to take down Forrester Creations from the inside. Hope can't help but notice the late nights Thomas spends at the office, the faraway look in his eyes, and the way he sometimes sketches as if trying to remember something lost. Against her better judgment, she finds herself drawn back into his world, this time not just as a muse, but as a confidant. Ridge, too, senses that Thomas is fighting battles he won't talk about. When he presses his son, Thomas insists he can handle it. But Ridge has been around long enough to know that when a Forrester man says, "I can handle it," disaster is usually right around the corner. Matthew Atkinson's return to the role of Thomas Forrester is not just a casting decision, it's a storyline reset. His reappearance threatens old relationships, builds unexpected alliances, and injects a fresh dose of intrigue into Forrester Creations. Will Thomas's supposed transformation hold up under the pressures of Los Angeles drama? Will Hope allow herself to be drawn back into his orbit? And perhaps most importantly, will the mysterious Isla arrive in LA, bringing with her the storm Thomas seems so desperate to avoid? As the next chapters unfold, one thing is certain. With Thomas Forrester back in the mix, the runway isn't the only place sparks will fly. And in true bold and the beautiful fashion, love, ambition, and betrayal will be stitched together in a pattern no one sees coming until it's too late. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay with us.